the competition's finally over and I'm feeling like doing something a little silly, a little goofy, a little risque. Well, not really goofy, risque, but very embarrassing for me, very goofy for you. Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Toriso. I go by Thor Store online, and I don't know if this is some kind of degrading kink, but guys, we are finally diving into my past. And by my past, I mean wattpad. Yes, that's very scary for everyone who is participating. So I finally submitted my webtoon to the Webtoon 2025 contest, and I found myself having some spare time. So I decided to look at one of the monstrosities that I have made in the past called The Bad Girl's Little Servant. And disclaimer, I was 12 when I wrote this. 12, 13, 14. That's the age range. And I never finished it, thank God. But I did write it, and I wrote for quite a long time. And I got people to read it, which is also kind of insane. After we're done with this dramatic reading, I kind of want to turn these characters from this book into webtoon characters, and I want to kind of revamp this monstrosity into a comic. Not a great one at that, but as we're doing that, I'm hopefully gonna give you guys tips on what to do with your own comics or webtoons or whatever. I'm not a pro of any sort, but I have been doing this for like, I'd say 2 years. And I think I've picked up a few things. So stay tuned for that because there will be more videos like this to come. Hey guys, it's me giving you your sponsor. I'm the sponsor if you didn't know. I'm sponsoring this video. Thanks. If you haven't heard, I entered my comic, The Ultimate Fanfic, into the Webtoon 2025 competition, and I would really love you guys to check it out. It is a enemies to lovers romance set in a college. Aww. Also, did I mention it was slow burn? The plot of the actual thing, let me tell you. Rachel is rich, beautiful, and has had everything handed to her. With her life's path predetermined, she finds solace in writing fan fiction of her favorite shoujo. An opportunity presented to her, she finally gets to meet her favorite shoujo mangaka and show her the manga that she made a fan fiction of. But after their meeting, she's met with the harsh reality. If she wants to impress her idol, she needs to put in the work. Is her enemy really the key to her success? The judging criteria for this competition is actually 40% engagement. So if you guys can check it out, that would mean a lot and it would help me as well with the competition. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, there's 3 episodes out already. And I'm kind of waiting. I'm in the waiting period to get judged to see if I even get shortlisted. But the chance is very small. But if you want me to get that chance, then please help me out. Thank you. That's the end of our sponsorship. Here's some lore quickly, some lore drop. With this, there's literally zero people of color in this. I mean, everybody is white. And also, I purposely wrote typos in this so other people could want to read my book, because I was like, okay, I know how to write, but these other people don't know how to write, and it seems like everybody still gets views. So if I do typos, I will get views. Bro, the math I was mathing was out of this world. Okay, let's look at this shit. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. So apparently reading this would take me 4 hours and 20 minutes. And it has 27 parts. Whoa, insane. Okay, let's get into it. Book 1, Tatiana Ramirez. This was Tatiana Ramirez, by the way. Yeah. This is how it goes. Tatiana's POV. I wiped the blood off my busted lip as I watched the victim I just beat up being lifted into the ambulance vehicle. Oh my, what a way to start. I curse under my breath when I see one of the officers on the scene look in my direction. I am currently hiding under a bush because
I don't want to go to juvie again.
oh my word, Tatiana, come on. You know what? Props to me for starting the book like that because like I want to be like, why? What is happening right now? I can't afford to go back since I literally just got out, but that idiot really got the best of me. He could have just left my bike alone. It was also annoying, always having to beat up those girls in juvie that call themselves boss. They tried proving a point about how they ruled the juvenile detention center, but that ended up with them having broken noses. By some miracle, though, I managed to get out before those girls. I suspected they paid bail again. Who is they? I'm interested to know. I actually don't remember. It's not that I wasn't grateful, but man, do they keep bailing my ass out. Oh, okay. Potty mouth. Once I saw that the coast was clear, I stood up and went on my way home. Okay, you're probably confused on what just happened, so let me round it off for you. I beat up a guy because he pissed me off. Hey, at least he knows not to cross me. I walked to the apartment block on my way home. It was only a short 2-minute walk from where I was, so there was no need for hassle. I walked up the metal stairs, slowly trying to figure out what my story was going to be. I fell on my way here? My bike? That silly thing? Oh, I left it at work. Work? Okay, so she's basically trying to figure out what she's gonna say to somebody as she goes to her house. I groaned and bit the inside of my cheek. What was I going to say to her? I opened the door to be greeted by the scent of warm pizza. I'm home, I exclaim, putting my bag on the floor and my keys on the kitchen island. Over here on the couch, my sister replies. I go to the couch and raise my eyebrows at her. She has her legs sprawled over the couch and a box of pizza on her lap. When she sees me, she smiles and pats the cushion beside her. Sit down, sis, she says with a smile. I roll my eyes but can't help but smile back at her. I turn to the TV and try to focus my attention there. What you watching? I ask, curious. Pretty Little Liars reruns. I've never watched Pretty Little Liars in my life, by the way. Just letting you guys know. She replies, shrugging. Oh, I say, and start watching. The goal was to not say anything about it, and maybe she wouldn't notice. Better that than digging myself a hole. The show is about to end right before Amy turns the TV off and looks at me frowning. I crease my eyebrows and frown too. What's wrong? I ask her. She points to my busted lip and shakes her head. You were in another fight, weren't you? Can we not talk about this now, Amy? I ask, avoiding her interrogation on me. Then, when will we ever talk about it? Do you want to go back to juvie again? Huh? She yells, frustration painted on her face. You keep doing this. It's going to end up hurting you. You're almost 18. You could go to real-life prison. I put my hands on her shoulders and shake her. Amy, look at me. I order her, trying to look her in the eye, and she obeys. I am not going to get hurt. Trust me, that was the last time, and I won't step into juvie or real prison, okay? I tried to reassure her, but she didn't look convinced. She nods her head nonetheless, then stands up and goes to the kitchen, getting back with a medical kit. She takes a cotton ball and pours iodine on it, and then dabs the cotton ball on my busted lip, which makes a hiss escape from my lips. Sorry, she whispers sheepishly. I nod and she carries on. She takes the ice pack out and instructs me to put it on my eye since it would stop the swelling quickly. Once she was done, she goes back into the kitchen and puts the medical kit away. I smile at this. She is such a good sister. The only one who kept me sane and made me laugh. She was my rock, the only thing that gave me hope in life. If I lost her, I wouldn't know what I would do. I wouldn't know where I would be. I don't think I would be able to function in life without her. It may seem like I'm just over-exaggerating this a lot. Over-exaggerating this a lot is like redundant, but anyway. It may seem like I'm just over-exaggerating this a lot, but it was true. I mean, After the accident, she was the only one that was with me all the way from the start to the end. That is why
Anyone or anything hurts her, I will break it in every way possible.
oh my gosh, who is this girl? What? Even though I love her, I guess we are polar opposites. Amy is nice, funny, likable, approachable, and the best person ever. Well, I'm rude, violent, unapproachable, unlikable, and pretty much everyone hates me. But I guess that's what makes us work. We're both completely different, but we care about each other more than anyone can imagine. That's just how strong our bond is. It's unbreakable. She comes back and gives me a faint smile. It's our senior year tomorrow. Aren't you a little excited? She asked me. I shrugged and played with my charm bracelet. No, not really. I answered honestly. I hate everyone there. Why would I care about that? I take out a box of biscuits and head to my room after turning all the lights off. I change and put on my oversized t-shirt and boxers, then slip into the bed. My eyelids get heavy and my eyes instantly shut. Mama, Papa, Cam, I exclaim. Where are you? Suddenly, blinding lights fill my eyes and greeted by my hands tied up onto a chair. I look up to see my parents also tied up in a chair and Cam right next to me. Pop! Oh my word. Alright. I wake up and gasp for air. I wipe a layer of sweat off my forehead and wipe my palms on the bedsheet. You had a nightmare too? I turn to see Amy leaning against the door and give her a nod, still recovering from the nightmare. She approaches my bed and slips into the blankets while I make room for her. She sighs and looks up at the ceiling. I do the same. She turns to look at me. When do you think these nightmares are going to end? I look at her and then look back at the ceiling at a loss for words. I don't know. I answer honestly, but I did know that they would end somehow, some way. We would do it together, like the past 6 heart-aching years, but we'll face it together. And then the chapter ends. So I will say that that was quite a wild ride. I'm going to end it at this, and then we are going to recreate the two sisters, Tatiana and Amy. We're going to try and revamp the shit out of this book because we really need to. So let's get into the OC revamping. Here are some things we know about Tatiana. Tatiana is, and I quote, rude, violent, unlikable, unapproachable, and pretty much everyone hates her. Okay, so first of all, in this video specifically, I decided I'd only be focusing on Tatiana, the main character of the bad girl's little servant. I'm sorry. It still hurts to say that title. It's just a lot of memories come up. Anyways, I sort of thought about this more in the lens of this is an actual human being rather than a character archetype, you know, the biker girl who's edgy, hot-headed. Because, in all honesty, that's all 13 to 14-year-old me had her be. A girlie who's traumatized and had no goals necessarily. This time, I wanted her to feel a lot more real and nuanced. Yeah, they're a hot-headed biker girl who's broken the law once or twice, but now there's a little more to her, you know. I made them get a spider tattoo on their neck as a souvenir of sorts from her delinquency that put her in juvie, and a brow piercing because they thought it would be cool to get it. Her sister's charm bracelet always on her right arm because she and Amy made a pact that they'd never take it off when they were younger. And they will always have a soft spot for their sister. And these are all the things I added to her just based on the info I got from the first chapter. Although she still turned out a little different than 13-year-old me imagined. And that's because the old Tatiana wore fitted clothes and actually thought about what she wore, which I feel wouldn't really be true to their character. I mean, for someone who says they don't care about that stuff, they sure do put an effort to get people to like them. Now, Would she go crazy with the eyeliner smudge? Of course. She likes how much her green eyes pop, and she kind of looks like a badass. Tatiana is a complicated person with many reasons, rational or not, for the way they act. Now, with this version of Tatiana, I wouldn't really open up the chapter to her beating up some guy and hiding from the cops. Like, Tatiana is actually trying to leave that world behind. I mean, there's only so many times you can make your sister worry about you, especially when she at least needs to live a better life than her. Instead, Tatiana works at their local gym and takes up boxing, something that definitely keeps them in check whenever they feel a rampage coming. Obviously, just because she's trying to change doesn't mean her old reputation has left her. They'll have to do a lot more growing, and hey, maybe their sister can help them navigate through their shared traumas. So here's a tip. When you create your character, my advice is to figure out who they are first, and maybe what their ultimate goal is. I promise, from there, the character creation process will be a lot more interesting and easier too, in my opinion, obviously. Here is a fun fact for you. I literally started this wattpad story because I was not seeing the bad girl did this, the bad girl did that. All I was seeing was bad boys and nerds, and I hated it. So now when little me thought of the bad girl's little servant, oh, I thought I ate. And low-key, I was ahead of my time. And there we have it, the Tatiana Ramirez redone and reimagined. Does she look different than the Wattpad version, or does she look exactly the same as you thought? For me, this is a completely different character. I feel like with a little bit more reshaping, this story could be a lot more fun to read. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I know that it was kind of like, what are we watching? This is a little weird. And yes, it was a little weird because it is weird. That was a weird thing we just read, and you are so valid for thinking that. I will be making more videos like this. I will be making another video on maybe some webtoon tips and tricks in a week or so. I will be posting that, but yes, I'm so excited to see you guys' thoughts about what I just read, and maybe if you have any embarrassing old AO3 stories or Wattpad stories you have, definitely let me know, because I think that it's just great if we all just embarrass each other as a family, because I don't want to do this alone. This is scary. I'm kidding. No, I had a great time. Editing Teresa here with the broadcast of please liking and sharing and subscribing, because I completely forgot to plug myself. Okay, if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, shame on you. Subscribe so you can see more of me ramble and make fun of myself. I will see you guys in my next video, and bye.